I want to tell you about a billboard in Des Moines, Iowa. And it reads, "Having doubts? You are not alone." And then it gives a website, and not one of those go to church websites. It's leavingmaga.org. That's it. It's the entire billboard. Doesn't need attack ads, no pictures of politicians, just doubts? We got you. There's a door, it opens from the inside, and we're leaving it open for you. And the organization behind it is run by a guy named Rich Logis, who was himself a MAGA supporter and has spent the last few years building what he describes as a support community for Republicans that are questioning the MAGA movement. It's not a political party. They're not out there as a fundraising machine. Just, hey, bro, you good? You having second thoughts? You're not alone. We're here. And this billboard cost $4,000, funded entirely by small dollar donations. And they've got them up now in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Austin, Texas, Spokane, Des Moines, and they're planning on putting it near Mar-a-Lago in May and June. So Donald Trump will have to drive past a billboard that asks if people are having doubts on his way to the golf course. Can't think of a more perfect use of $4,000. And here's the thing that the Iowa Republican Party really doesn't want to talk about. This campaign is working. The organization says that they are seeing record high fundraising, and more people are reaching out more than ever before. And now they're not doing this loud, they're not publicly defecting. These are quiet. People have quietly left without making a scene, maybe because they're embarrassed. It's a lot of quiet quitting from a movement that ran over the last 10 years on volume. And so, to me, what's cracking it open? What is the driver here? And I think it's a lot of things. And when you ask the former supporters themselves, it's Epstein, it's the tariffs, it's federal agents killing American citizens during immigration raids, gas prices, promises that didn't happen, First Amendment being shut down. The sense that Trump is lying about one thing, and then another, and then another, and now they have to question, what is he lying about now? And Rich Logis, he says, most people in MAGA, they do have a red line. And when that line of demarcation is reached, when there's one lie too many, when there's one betrayal too many, it makes them start to wonder. They're wondering about their gas prices. They're wondering about their grocery prices, wondering about jobs, wondering about Epstein and a war they didn't ask for. And now, the Iowa GOP spokesperson said Trump won the state by 13 points last time, and they've got a 200,000 voter registration advantage. And that's true. It is. But a 13-point win does not mean you keep all 13 points forever. Margins move, especially when one of the most prominent things in your news cycle is when your candidate's friendship with a convicted child abuser, a trafficker, your party's own inability to fund its government, and a president who is virtually incoherent, posting on Truth Social that he served 3 terms. Which, spoiler alert, I did a video on that one too. So yeah, put up the billboard, $4,000 at a time, in Iowa, in Florida, in every state, right next to the golf course. That is how you do it. This is the resistance. And I want you guys to share stuff like this all over the internet. The algorithm, they don't want to put out their billboards about MAGA and people leaving the Trump bandwagon. But we do. And we need you to share this message far and wide.